This morning in the Blend, we have back with us Tara Peterson, attorney at law with Crenshaw Peterson. Good morning.
Good morning. How are you?
I'm good. You know, there are so many long-term care programs out there on the market. And how do you decide which one is going to be best for you?
Yeah, really the only options to figure all of that out, because there are so many, are to come in to see an elder law attorney and go over all the different things that are involved in your own personal asset list, your goals with regard to long-term care. Are you wanting to stay at home? Are we past the point of being able to stay at home? Do we just need to turn the home more handicap friendly? Are we trying to preserve assets and leave a legacy? Are we looking at more in-home visitors? Are we looking at adult foster care? I mean, there's just so many options. And so we really just have to sit down, put everything on paper and go asset by asset and look at the family dynamics and decide what service is really going to be the best.
Because everyone's going to have a unique situation.
Exactly.
And when you talk about protecting assets, I think about that. What if you want to protect assets, but you also have a spouse still at home?
Yeah, so we don't want our at-home spouse to go broke on the installment plan, right? The average cost of a nursing home is $12,000 a month now. I mean, it's just going to eat up the estate so quickly. And if we do have a spouse at home, you know, we still need them to be able to afford to live, and we don't want to be eating up a majority of those assets during that time. So there are protections that we can put into place. And again, you know, we just have to take a look at that asset and decide what the best thing is. If it's retirement funds, we can convert them to annuities. Houses we can protect, all those kinds of things.
Well, and I think about the house, you know, because a house is the most valuable thing that most people own.
Very often, yes.
And sometimes you don't necessarily want to sell that, especially if a spouse is still there. So
right.
What do you do?
So there's different options with the house. Sometimes we can what we call ladybird deed it, where we keep it in their names. Sometimes we put it in a trust, just to make it a countable asset, and then reverse that along with any kind of Medicaid or long-term care assistance applications. So it just really depends on if we have an at-home spouse, if we are looking at just preserving it for the kids. If we have disabled children, we can always put it into a disability trust for their benefit too. So there's a lot of different options with the house, but absolutely we can protect every penny of it.
I think the most important thing that you've been on here so many times talking about is just make a plan, because it's going to happen eventually, and you want to be prepared.
Exactly.
CrenshawPeterson.com. Give her a call at 347-2100. Tara, always good information. Thank you.
Thank you.